Good morning. This is Cub reporter Ken Cordero coming to you live out of Middletown, Rhode Island, in the former United States of America. The date today is November 2nd, 2012 AD. And hopefully in a few days we can get rid of our moronic president, Barack Hussein Obama. I'm a Muslim. Now last week, the New York Post had its 10 arguments against our president. I'm gonna tell you mine, like right here and now. For one, why isn't the Fort Hood shooter, why isn't that guy already dead and buried in the ground? So that's my first case against the president, the Fort Hood shooter. This guy should have been taken out and shot. Send a message to the rest of the world, the Muslims, the Chinese, the Russians. We're not gonna play games with you morons no more. You've got to understand. Two, to Benghazi issue over in Libya. Him, Hillary, they knew all about this a good month in advance. Why, Hillary, she's all out there crying, oh, I take responsibility. Why doesn't she resign? She should never work in politics again. Her and her lying husband Clinton, who I guess is a bigger liar than the president, because the president's nose should grow every time he opens his mouth. And that's why they had him at the Democratic convention, to try and take some of the heat off the president. Because if you have one liar and you want to make him look good, bring in another liar. So that's my second issue, Benghazi. My third, the president is just a complete idiot. He knows nothing about the economy except how to spend other people's money. He said himself he was going to cut the deficit in half. He has not done it. Also last week in the Post, they had a statement from our good friend Ahmadinejad, that nut, saying, how can any country survive with a $14 trillion debt? Huh, Mr. President? Now that's one thing he said that's correct. How can a country survive? You can't run your own household like that. You can't run a country's. But you want coal companies bankrupt. You want gas at $10 a gallon. You see, that's the problem. Nobody in government knows how to drive down the price of anything. There's no reason gas should be up around $4. No reason at all. It should be maybe $2. How about $1.90? How about if we actually had a policy in this country to drive the price of gas down? Because that drives up the price of everything. Everything's going up now. Have you been to the store lately? The grocery store? Probably the main reason all these prices are up because of the fuel. They have to pay for the fuel. That drives up the price of everything in government, in the military and stuff. They all run on gas. Here in Rhode Island, I get no relief at all. Everybody is a Democrat. Everybody. And if they say they are a Republican or an independent, there's no difference, because they all believe in government. They all think government is the answer. Everybody in my town council, I mean, our state is just like a little United States now. Oh, we're going to let everybody in. We don't care if you're a criminal illegal alien. We don't care if you're a murderer or a rapist. Come to Rhode Island. Get free this, get free that. They're giving these people free cell phones. Now, I really believe in helping people. But the problem is, these people are broke. The government is absolutely broke. I, what did they say the average household is now in debt for? It's like $143,000 or something. I'm not in debt, and I'm poor. I have to get up and work every day of my life, but I'm not in debt. How about this for an idea, Mr. President? Don't spend money you don't have. How's that? Stop with a credit card from the Bank of China like you used to say when you were running for president. I mean, every word out of his mouth is just a lie. I don't know. Hopefully he can be gone. Gone. Sheldon Whitehouse, my senator, can be gone. Cicilline, Langerman, they're all government. Oh, we can help you. The problem is you're broke. You are just broke. But let me tell you a little story now. Let's get on to something a little more Halloweenish since Halloween just passed. I saw this movie the other night, parts of this movie, called The Freaks, made in 1932. And this is absolutely the best movie I have seen in a while. Because it wasn't actors, it was about people like in a circus. It wasn't actors playing freaks, it was freaks playing actors. They had the actual freaks and stuff. And what was so amazing about it, because if you actually work with like special needs children as they're called, or disability people as they're called, because I've worked with them. I've worked with them for the past like 10 years. I worked with them before. And the best way to treat these people is just treat them like you treat anybody else. If you actually heard these people talking about each other, I mean, there's no office, no government, even in government or anything, talk about backstabbing and stuff. I mean, they've got nothing on these people. So the people in this movie, the freaks, I mean, when you see, they had this one lady, no arms, quite pretty, and she's eating food with her fork because she's using her foot. They've got another one. This guy's just a body. He's got no arms, no legs, and he's lying there smoking a cigarette. And he didn't have some helper from the government come over and light it for him. He put the cigarette in his mouth, got the matches in his mouth, lit it, smoked his cigarette, and he was having fun. He got to relax. Although he probably couldn't do it now because he'd have to go outside the building. But you know, these people, they were in a circus. They had a job. They were making money. They were making a living. I didn't see in the credits nothing about any government involved, no government interference. And these people are really in tragic situations. But they fended for themselves. They had dignity, which is something government can't give you, which is dignity. A sense of self-enjoyment, pride, personal pride. So, if you want to see a good movie, see if you can find this movie, Freaks. Because at the end, because there's a, from what I got in this movie, there's a little plot. This dancer, she marries this like midget who would come in the money. So she married him for the money. Then on the wedding night, she's trying to poison him. She's trying to kill him. And the other freaks, some of them like find out about it. So they all decide they're going to get her. And I guess they end up chasing her, and they make her a freak. I guess, they cut off her arms, they cut off her legs, and then you see her after. She's in the circus as like a chicken. She's got a little chicken body, little chicken head, and that's her job now. She's not a dancer, she's a chicken. And if we can get back to something more serious, the president's a chicken too. Our Muslim chicken president, Barack Hussein Obama. And hopefully in about 5 days, he can be gone. And all his green ideas and energies. And our country can assume its rightful position in the world, which is number one. So, with that, I'm going to leave off. But one more thing, let me tell you, this broadcast was brought to you by my good friend Christina Curtin out of Mystic, Connecticut, creator designer of fine custom jewelry from 2400 degrees F. And her number is 860-463-4631. If you'd like some fine jewelry, give her a call. Just buying it will make you happy. And with that, I'm going to end this edition. This is the 40th edition of Cub Reporter Ken Cordero. Remember, go to church this week and pray that we can get our country back, because our country will certainly not survive. We have to get it back. It's already gone. So go to church, pray, because only God can help us now. And with that, I'm signing off for this 40th edition of Cub Reporter Ken Cordero. Thank you for tuning in.